We've got batteries. We've got life, and we've got deino.
You're ready for this? You're ready for the
Internet. This is Chaz.
This is Dan.
This is episode 52 of the Wine is Serious Business Show, and I'm fucking pumped because we're drinking some bum wine.
Dropping F-bombs before we even get to the first 60 seconds. That's pretty good.
It's alright. It's alright, because this is a show that suits that. We're drinking some deino. This is supermarket wine, right? How'd you pick this up? Dan picked these up.
Convenience store, actually. I filled up the car with gas. I walk in. I'm like, oh, I need to get something to drink, so I got some mineral water or something.
Some class.
Yeah.
Something to class it up.
And then I'm checking out, and I see these, and I'm like, oh, that's funny. They're selling wine by the glass, and I'm paying. I'm like, 3 different varietals. That's a show.
Yep.
And seriously, looking at these, who isn't curious about how they taste? To be fair, our expectations are as low as yours.
Yeah. So, we're drinking, apparently, it's not. Those are all non-vintage, keep in mind. So, Copa, deino, Columbia Valley Riesling, Chardonnay, and Cabernet Sauvignon.
They're not limited by vintages. They're allowed to pick the best of the best to put into these.
I think they are.
Glass-sized servings. I think they're designed to be drank out of this, but we decided it'd be a little awkward to drink out of the same glass on the show.
So, one thing that I really found was interesting is that these are 187 milliliter cups, I guess.
Yeah?
If you were to pay for a full-size bottle of this, it would be $16.
$16 a bottle of wine, which makes this fairly expensive for the market that they're probably aiming at with this. Nice even pour there, that's great. Oh yeah, I don't want to come up too short. This is the Riesling too, right?
This is the Riesling. I figured you a little.
I'm sorry. We're not going to include this in the search for the Great American Riesling.
Why not?
Maybe
it could be the Great American.
You know, Riesling. It could be. I might be biased, but oh. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, varnish? Oh, rotten wood. No, not rotten wood, but like a lumber room. I don't know.
We have had something to drink before this, but this is really bad.
What are you getting?
It reminds
some solvant, right? There's some solvent in it.
It reminds me of a combination of dirty laundry and...
Like wet sawdust.
The makeup department at Macy's.
Oh man!
Like mix those two perfectly, and that's.
I'm gonna go with varnish and a pile of wet sawdust that's been sitting on the floor of the garage
and maybe
for about a month.
Maybe an old wig.
This nose is bad. I'm frightened. It's clothespin wine at best. At best.
Oh my!
You ready for this? Ready for this? Salute. Wow.
Remarkably easy to drink.
Clothespin wine. And I'm curious if this nose will blow off, actually, because it's not horrible on the palate at all. It's not good.
It's just sweet.
Yeah.
Really, just the sweetness. There's very little from the like substance of like you can't actively depict fruit out of it. Maybe some apple flavors.
Yeah, a little bit of apple flavors.
But it's just sweetness.
Yeah, and it's kind of like apple taffy. Like the sweetness seems almost synthetic to a degree. Yeah, that's the way to do it for sure. And I am getting a little bit of that like a little bit of almost rotten sawdust, just a hint of that on the back of the palate that puts things off pretty good here. And synthetic fruit, so drinkable. I see no reason why, and especially if you consider this at $16 a bottle. I've had many wines at $6.
This is tough because it's drinkable, right? Like I'm trying not to give it 50 points. It's drinkable.
Yeah, I don't think it gets 50 points.
It's 58 points, I'd say. 58. I'll go 58. 58 points.
Sure.
For the Copa.
I was just thinking, I'm like, drinking, I'm like, hey, you can give it 65, but no, the nose is so bad that I'm going to give it 59. I mean, this is really one of the worst noses on a non-spoiled bottle of wine I've ever had, which is
horrible.
That's a shame. Yeah. That's horrible. Don't drink this ever.
Don't ever drink it. Don't ever buy it. Okay, so right on to the Chardonnay, non-vintage, rinse.
Yeah, no kidding, rinse.
There you go. I even want light on you.
Yeah, I'm gonna take more because I don't want
that Riesling.
That's not fair.
Dumbing shit up. Yeah.
Yeah, if they made something decent.
So.
Oh God.
One thing we were laughing about this wine was.
Yeah, I know.
12.4% alcohol.
Yeah, a little on the lighter side.
It's almost Burgundian. Right? right?
A little bit, a little bit.
A little bit Burgundian. Doesn't smell that bad, actually.
It doesn't smell good either. And
what does this remind me of?
oh, no, dude.
Battery acid?
Smell it again. Fish.
Oh, whoa. It's fishy.
Yeah.
It's not full-on fish. Like, I definitely get some, like, heavily acidic flavors, like citric acid big time, but...
Sure, like you left some fish in the fridge, in the fruit drawer, and it gone bad, so you threw it out, and you open it up to get some fruit out the next day, and it still smells a little bit like fish along with that fruit.
It's not all that, though. There is some Chardonnay fruit in this wine.
Right.
It easily smells 1,000 times better than that Chardonnay.
Agreed.
1,000 times better.
It is fairly light on the palate.
Easy to drink.
And there's a nice, like the creamy note. I'm getting a creamy note along the sides that I think is well put together.
Good old oak chips. Yeah.
The fruit is just not enjoyable. I'm wondering if this is like reject fruit, stuff that was berry selected, like failed the berry selection they make into this. It like overripe to the point like it's starting to get soft, maybe a little rotten.
Yeah.
Not super rotten, but it's not
overripe is a good term for it.
Yeah. Wow.
Interesting though. It's definitely off. It's like not smooth.
Sure.
It's definitely transitionally. It's failing. There is acidity.
Right.
A little bit of acidity.
You know, it's
not much.
Again, drinkable in a pinch.
Drinkable in a pinch is a good.
You know, if I was
this.
poured a glass of it, I probably would finish the glass.
Yeah.
Probably, which I think makes that all of 65 points.
Yeah.
For me, again, bad. And at $4 for that, get yourself some beer.
No shit. Yeah, it's remarkable that these wines are getting so much money. It's crazy. You want to crack this one? I cracked the last two.
Yeah, I should do my share.
So.
Cabernet Sauvignon. What did we say? This was also a low alcohol style Cabernet.
13.5.
If I was not mistaken, right?
Like Bordeaux, right?
Yeah, there we go.
Like Bordeaux in a good vintage.
In a classical style, right?
Classical style, like 2000 or 96, for instance.
Back before things got
out of hand with Robert Parker, dude turned into a douchebag.
Oh, that's
Did I say that?
Yeah. I think.
Really, Dan?
That's not what I meant to do, but that's how it's going to happen.
Dan's out of control.
I'm so upset about that. Well, hey, on the rinse at least, I'm not angry. So.
Wow.
This might be all right here. Oh, yeah. We'll leave that. We'll leave that down.
Oh, sorry.
I just realized that's using a book to pump things up, but there we go. Oh, nice little device there to.
Yeah,
we're technical guys. We solve problems.
Level 3 troubleshooting.
Yeah,
right.
Clever.
And this smells varietally like Cabernet.
Yeah,
it does smell like it. I mean, it's just
some appealing fruit notes, right? Some blackberry, some plum.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's nothing really off about the nose. Like this,
a little bit of asphalt or something maybe in there.
Maybe, yeah. Actually, a little gravelly note.
Yeah.
Hey,
cool. No problem.
Bad, yeah.
Little on the sweeter side, right?
Yeah,
maybe just a tiny bit of RS or something there. But again, a little more like red fruits. I'm getting like blackberries with some strawberries then too. I think coming in with the sugar. The tannins are definitely on the lighter side.
Right.
And
acidity is still there though.
Yeah, but lighter and definitely made to be like super approachable and easy drinking.
This is a very easy drinking Cabernet.
Yeah,
no question.
And I think a lot of cheaper cabs are a little rougher,
hard
on the edges, and this definitely isn't.
Yeah.
Low alcohol style, I guess.
Yeah. Look at it through the.
Like,
let's just stop that. Okay. Back to the show. This is a very smooth wine for being a cheap piece of shit.
Yeah, certainly no complexity, but the flavors are there.
Yeah. 82 points. 80 points. 80 points.
80 points.
80 points. Right on the bottom scale of good, because I can't find anything terribly wrong with it other than it's in a plastic cup.
Yeah, and it makes you wonder, right? If the presentation's different, how does that affect your experience? Clearly, we're biased against it, just like you are. The minute you look at it, it's hard to get away from that. And I'm like, if this was presented to me as a fancy bottle, I'd probably be more excited about the delicate touch. But the flavors aren't compelling. There's no evolution.
Right.
I gotta give it a score. 82 points. No, I'm gonna go more. I'm gonna go 84. Step it up a bit. This is definitely the winner of the three because there is some fruit that's enjoyable. I am kind of a fan for the soft touch. It isn't like exciting elegance or anything like that, but it's on the gentle side, right? The fruit's a little synthetic, but as far as cheap wine's concerned, it delivers.
Well, overall for a show, pretty bad wine.
Yeah.
I wasn't really expecting much, but I was surprised by the Cabernet. I mean, drinkable, easily passable.
Totally.
Would I still pay $4 for a single glass of it? Absolutely not.
Never. No.
That is $8 wine in a $7.50.
Yeah, it's true. And you know, it's got their market segment. It's meant to be bought and drank probably right outside the door.
Yeah.
You know, the shopkeeper comes out and yells at you to get the hell off the property before you finish.
Right, 5-finger discounted, or you know, like in the car on the way home while you're trying to bang the skank. Who knows how it's gonna go?
Wow.
We can cut that all out.
Classy show tonight.
Yeah.
Classy show tonight.
Well, that's the whole point of this show.
It's true.
We're trying to bang the class up. So, the question of the day that I had, it was like, I've had some pretty weak moments. There's been times where, you know, you're so drunk, you like examine your life. You're like, what the fuck did I do tonight? Or what am I doing here? Have you ever had that moment on wine? And if you have, what were you drinking? And what was that moment like?
Tell us the story.
Yeah, tell us the story.
I don't have any good stories for this.
Right. Bye, Internet.
All right. That's gonna be.
I'm lit.